7 challenges Israeli troops will face in Gaza. 1. Tunnels. The Gaza Strip has hundreds of tunnels. They've been dubbed the Gaza Metro. Hamas claims to have 300 miles of tunnels. It's likely an entire underground city of bunkers. In 2014, Hamas used these tunnels for attacking the IDF. Once Israeli troops are underground, they are at a disadvantage. The tunnels are well hidden and protected. There are mines and booby traps. Just finding the tunnels can be a huge challenge. Destroying all of them might be impossible. Subterranean combat is extremely perilous. Movements are restricted, and there's no air support. The enemy knows the layout, while the attackers don't. 2. Rockets. Hamas has already demonstrated that it has huge rocket stockpiles. That spells trouble for any troop concentrations. Command posts will also become primary targets. A strike on a command post can be critical. Hamas rockets could pose a danger to the reserves outside Gaza too. Staging areas will be packed with fuel and explosive munitions. Mortar teams are mobile and move fast. Just one hit could be devastating. 3. Drones. Hamas is already using UAVs. There's no doubt it has amassed an arsenal of drones. These probably include both loitering munitions and reconnaissance UAVs. The IDF has never fought an urban battle of this kind. Off-the-shelf and home-built weaponized drones are relatively new. Israel's anti-drone capabilities are unknown, but it's unlikely IDF troops have sufficient experience in this regard. 4. Ambushes. Hamas will seek to use a defense, relying on close combat. There are plenty of strong points in Gaza. It's a maze of heavy buildings, made of concrete and steel. They often have basements with tunnels. Snipers and ambushes will be a constant threat. Hamas also has anti-tank guided missiles, rocket-propelled grenades, and machine guns. The rubble left behind by Israeli airstrikes will create more strongpoints. A single building can take weeks to clear, but that's not all. Hamas will certainly use mines and IEDs. A landmine is a very serious threat. IDF doctrine says that every single soldier must be saved. So one wounded soldier will draw an evac team. Placing a mine and ambushing the evac team is a classic tactic. This crude but effective method can be used again and again. 5. Suicide bombers. This is another challenge that's very difficult to counter. Suicide bombers don't look like fighters. They can be disguised as innocent civilians or even hostages. Even children have been used in this role. The IDF will face an unsavory choice. They'll have to either shoot indiscriminately or ignore threats. Neither option looks good. 6. Human shields. Hamas regularly uses civilians as human shields. This has been dubbed lawfare, using the law of armed conflict to restrict the attacker's action. The IDF can't harm civilians on purpose. Too much collateral damage crosses the line into war crimes. Hamas has weapons caches and rocket firing points in densely populated areas. This means the Israelis' hands are tied. 7. Hostages. Here's where the scenario crosses into nightmare territory. There are reportedly 199 hostages held in Gaza. Among them are non-Israeli nationals, including Americans. Hostage rescues are among the most difficult military operations, and that's in uncontested terrain. In a highly dense urban environment with militant fighters, it's impossible. Plus, there's zero element of surprise to be had. Hamas is certain to use hostages as human shields too. Does the Israeli military have a solution for overcoming this?